Yeah, anyway, Sangburan Dumlang, hello, it's Simply here and welcome back to my channel. As you can tell by the title of this video, today we'll be talking about meal prepping and all my tips and tricks for healthy eating. So I think we'll first start off with the meal prepping section of this video, and then I'll come and talk to you guys about some of my tips on how I try to be healthy. Okay guys, so I want to start off, gosh, this bun is huge. Anyway, we don't need the bun in the shot. I want to start off with a little haul of the stuff, like the groceries I got today. I'm going to start with the refrigerables, and then I'll put them in the fridge, and then we'll move on. So first I got these white mushrooms. I got this, it's like already prepared cauliflower, broccoli and carrots, so it's like ready to cook, don't need to wash it, chop it, nothing. Got this sliced Swiss chard, chicken breasts. I also bought like nectarines, and then I bought these meat-free Asian spice burgers by the Fryers Company. Golden crumb schnitzel, also meat-free. I'm trying to get back on the whole plant-based lifestyle tip, hence the meat-free stuff. And grapes. Yeah, like I try every time I'm doing groceries to at least get like 2 types of fruit. Before I talk to them, I want to put these stuff in the fridge because, girl, we're not trying to get sick or anything. Okay, yeah, so that was the refrigeratable stuff. Then I also got Future Life and muesli for breakfast because this year something I noticed that I started developing, and I got oats. I started developing this unhealthy habit of not eating breakfast. Like literally I just have coffee in the morning and then I'd have my first meal sometimes as late as 4 o'clock, which is not healthy at all. So hence I bought breakfast stuff. And I also bought peanut butter because I already have bread, so I'm gonna, I'll probably have it for breakfast also. And then I bought these energy concentrates because I like to gym. Usually I like to gym like in the morning, like one of the first things. But I found that I couldn't really work out to like my fullest because by then, sometimes at best I've only had a cup of coffee, so I'd get to gym and I just, wouldn't have the energy. I'd start feeling faint or weak, so I want to start sipping these while gymming. So those are the things that I got today. But yeah, the ingredients I also did some shopping yesterday, and also the things which have been chilling. Okay, so before I get into like the actual meal prepping, the actual meals I'm gonna make, let me just basically explain to you guys the general, I guess you could say, principle I follow with my meal preps, especially for like when it comes to like dinner. What I like to do is I make bowls, and my bowls consist of 3 main components: a starch, vegetables and proteins. So with every meal, with every bowl I make, that's what I keep in mind. So the starches I usually have will be like rice, noodles, pasta, and occasionally I'll make pap. So I'm thinking I want to start by making rice because I haven't had rice, I think, this entire week. Yeah, this entire past week. So I'm gonna make rice. I cook rice in the microwave over there. Y'all can see a microwave there. There's a microwave. I cook it in the microwave because it saves time, and also there's like less room for error. Like literally the rice comes out perfect every single time. Whereas when I'm cooking on the stove, sometimes sometimes I overcook it, or it's undercooked, or I pour too much water. Just, y'all, cook rice in the microwave. You pour the rice. Google how to cook rice in the microwave. It'll change your life. So we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna fry the veggies because it's just a lot easier. I know it's not the healthiest to fry them, but it's the simplest. And like the ovens here can be problematic, and boiling it has no, the food loses flavor. I'm gonna fry the chicken breast and the mushrooms. Like what I do is I like to cook everything separately, unless if I already have a meal in mind. Sometimes I just cook everything separately and then I put it together like the day I'm gonna eat. So Yeah, I really wing it, to be honest. Like what I used to do, I used to plan, like I used to literally sit down the night before, plan the recipes, write down a grocery list, but I just found it takes too much time. So now I just go to the shops with, you know, the three principles in mind, and yeah, let me not talk an ear off, and let me just actually get into the meal prepping, because yeah, I've talked. Okay, so these are the two stir fries I made, the chicken stir fry, and this is like the mushroom, radish, and spinach stir fry. Here's the rice that I made. And these are, it's the chicken schnitzel and the burger. I'm gonna basically make sandwiches with these for my scuffteens, my lunch boxes basically. So yeah, how I'm gonna have this, I'm gonna have this chicken stir fry with the rice, and I think I'll just make pasta to have with this, and I'll probably add some sauce or something. Then I think, cause I have those other vegetables that I bought. The day I want to eat those, I'll just pop them in the microwave for like 10 minutes, and also make like noodles on the side, you know, for like those quick lazy days or when this runs out. Because things I don't want to make too much food, because one, it can go bad, and two, sometimes I find if I meal prep too much, I end up getting tired of eating the same thing. Because I also have food in the freezer. I have this other like mint stir fry in the freezer that I cooked, and I was tired. So if I get tired of these, I'll just pop them in the freezer and like eat them the following week. So another part of my meal prep that I'm not gonna do now but do later for tomorrow, excuse me, but I thought I'd just come and tell you now, is I'm gonna take this oats as well as this soy milk and this cinnamon. I'm gonna put it all in a bowl tonight and leave it to soak, and then tomorrow morning I'll eat it as it is. Like, I know maybe the idea of it doesn't sound like nice, like it's technically raw oats, but it does soak up the milk, and it actually releases the natural sugars from the oats. Because when I do it like that, even if I don't add cinnamon, literally just soaking the oats overnight, the next day I can eat it just like that, and it gives a different taste, flavor, plus it saves me time, because I ain't got time to be cooking no oats in the morning. Where's life? Are you done, sir? Thank you. Trying to film a video here. So yeah, that's pretty much my meal prepping. As I mentioned, I'm starting to work on eating breakfast again, because I did notice that my energy levels were quite low for the past 2 weeks. Also, I've been feeling a lot more anxious lately, and I believe that we're holistic beings. You know, we've got mind, body, and soul. And as soon as one goes out of whack, I think it has a domino effect. So I sat down and I thought to myself, okay, why am I feeling anxious? I was listening to a podcast by Kaylin Nicholson. It's called Kaylin's Coffee Talk, and she had a specific episode on how to reconnect with your body. And one of the things she said is go back to basics. Basics being food, water, and sleep. And I think basically if you're trying to be healthy, those are the three things you actually need to make sure of. So water, how many of us actually drink water? I know I consistently drink a lot of water. It can be annoying because then you need to pee a lot. And I remember I was in grade 11, grade 11 life science class. Someone's like, but ma'am, it's so annoying when you drink water and then you just pee it out. But then it's healthier for your kidneys to process, it's healthier for your kidneys if you drink a lot more water and you pee it out than you don't drink water, because that puts a lot of strain on your kidneys, because then your kidneys work to detox, part of detoxifying your body. Your kidneys have to deal with all those toxins. Another thing, when it comes to healthy eating, I try to incorporate fresh vegetables as much as possible. I know it's a lot more convenient to just buy the frozen vegetables, but apparently those have a lot more salt. And so because obviously as a student you don't have time, like I honestly today I bought whole mushrooms. Usually I buy the sliced mushrooms because even just slicing those mushrooms takes too much time. So that's how I would recommend that you do maybe buy, you have a little balance and try to avoid processed foods. Easier said than done, because I did just buy like processed schnitzels and burgers, but we do our best. And I think also that's the thing, it's more about making it a lifestyle and a habit rather than having a list of do's and don'ts. In the same way, while I am trying to be more plant-based, I wouldn't force that on everyone. I wouldn't say that a plant-based or flexitarian diet is the way to go, because I have my own reasons for doing it, and we're not gonna get into that at the moment. But one of the reasons why I've decided to go on a more plant-based lifestyle is because it forces me to be a lot more conscious of my meals. It forces me to actually have vegetables every meal, because I remember at times I just literally just have like a starch and meat, which isn't necessarily the healthiest thing. But then again, as a student, you just gotta try your best. I really feel like maybe this whole healthy eating, healthy living thing probably could do with like a whole other video. I feel like this is just a good baseline introduction. If you did enjoy this video, please do give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you so much. Bye guys.